What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, the real Jussy of the Distorted Theorist, and today you're about to get my reaction, review, and breakdown for Wicked for Good. But before I get into talking about the phenomenon that took everything by storm just last year, as always, if you want to support the channel, we do appreciate if you would just take a second to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let me know in the comments below, did you rush out to the theater to see the original like I did? Now, when this came out, this actually came out with another movie, Gladiator 2. They dropped the same weekend. I decided to go to Wicked. Peter, my cohort, decided to go to Gladiator 2. So you're getting my full-on reaction of, well, now it's the sequel. It's Wicked for Good. Just a quick recap. At the end of Wicked, and I know anyone who's went to seen this in Broadway or whatever, or on the main stage, might have already appreciated this, but my God, that ending sequence where Ifalba embraces her Wicked Witch of the Westness because she's just been done wrong so many times. Eventually the bow will break. And crashed through the windows, went up in that flight straight up and just singing her absolute heart out. You could see the passion literally oozing out of the theater screen when I was sat there. And I'm not like, you know, I'm not a musical guy. I'm not someone who grew up with The Wizard of Oz in the background watching it constantly. This was a new experience for me, and a lot of our people who watch our channel, they watched our reaction to the original Wicked trailer and they told me, you got to get out and see this. So I hope I've done some fan service, and I'm about to do some more. So without further ado, let's get into the official trailer reaction, review, and breakdown for Wicked for Good right now. Like, I need to know how much time has passed. You already know.
Just come in before the monkeys spot you.
There's no going back. This is between us, the wizard and I.
This is picking up right where it left off, which is what I want to see.
Forever. Not with Prince Fiero and his squadron hot on her trail.
She's being hunted. Jeff Goldblum still doing work.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's the bricks of the yellow brick road.
Than I did.
Oh.
They're coming for you.
Cynthia Erivo was so good for that part.
That people come into our lives for a reason. I know I'm who I am today because I knew you.
Think of what we could do together.
Like a call,
I feel like her heart is pure, but you know, her persona is wicked.
like a seed dropped by a skybird in a distant world.
Oh, Dorothy! Are we gonna get that?
Bring me the broom of the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh!
For a while there, I thought you changed.
I have changed.
Wow! So we're getting two stories in one here, really.
To fly!
Because I knew you.
You're the only friend I ever had.
Because I knew you.
And I've had so many friends.
I have been
The ditzy comedy, I still love that
But only one that mattered.
too. Embrace it, girl.
I'm off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. Bro. Okay. They filmed this, if I'm not mistaken, back to back from the first one, so this looks like we stepped out of one movie. We're about to step into the exact, like the immediate sequel. For anyone who has watched the stage performances, I don't know if there is a continuity time gap between the ending of the first film and this Wicked for Good. Please let me know in the comments anything I'm missing. But these two characters, Cynthia and Ariana, they just work. I mean, you have those bright pinks, those jaded greens, the color. I remember from the first one, the color palette, just the scenery just, you know, draws you in. It makes you feel like you're actually there witnessing performances. Story-wise, obviously, the Wicked Witch now has been she's out there, identified. Everyone knows who it is because there's only one green-skinned person around who went to the academy and stuff like that. Obviously, the prince now has his own fleet, who's being, I forget the name, but the lady with the white hair and controls the magic and stuff. She's obviously, seems to be sending, she was in cahoots with the wizard. I remember that. So they obviously are trying to take her down because she possesses the only threat, I think, that can ruin the wizard's plan for world domination, exploration, whatever you want to call it, that he's trying to do there. He had the full setup on display in the last movie. Yeah, he knew everything he wanted to do. And of course now, something I think a lot of us and us casual fans have been waiting for is the full introduction of Dorothy, coming from Candace. We've seen a tornado there. I assume that has something to do with it as well. And the lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow, and Toto. So everyone's coming out. Ruby Slippers are at play as well. It's going to be see how to integrate a story that we're still learning of Afelba and Glinda, and integrate Dorothy's story, and maybe we're going to see two sides to a coin throughout this film. I'm sure it's going to be a super long cut of maybe 2.5 hours again, which it really needs, because if you're telling two stories at once, you have to make sure that you give each one its spotlight, because if not, I mean, you're just giving up the goods, no pun intended, of someone else's story. And we really need to see the whole story to make our own judgment of who's evil, who's wicked, who's bad, and who's good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for my long-awaited trailer reaction for Wicked for Good. As always, if you want to support the channel, we do appreciate if you would just take a second to hit our subscribe button, hit that like button. Let me know in the comments below, are you excited to see part 2, Wicked for Good? Are you on Afelba's side or Glinda's and the wizards and all their side? Whose side you on? And are you excited to see Dorothy and crew show up in Wicked for Good, or Wicked Part 2? And with that, I am the real Jussy of the Distorted Theorists. And like we always say around here, keep it real.